The two leads of the movie are Michel Larocque, very, very famous French actress, and Matthew Modine.
And they're so different. And the situation is that they are neighbors, and that my character had bought both units, so she wants to create a duplex.
And they want him to move out, but he doesn't want to move out because it's his home, it's his castle. And they're going to do everything they can to get him out, and he's going to do everything he can to stay in that apartment.
So we are enemies, and so different that it's easy to be enemies.
Right from the get-go, it's boy hates girl.
She has a very, very contentious, almost emotionally violent relationship with Jeff, played by Matthew Modine. He's just an inconsiderate nincompoop who won't move out of her rightly owned apartment.
You know that the leads are going to eventually get together, right? Because that's sort of what a romantic comedy is, but you don't know how it's going to play itself out. And that's what's nice about this movie is you see them at these two very adversarial points, and you really don't know how they're going to find their way towards each other.
To be the fiance, and
I'm not telling you, got to watch the movie.
Okay.
I'm not going there. I'm not telling this storyline.
That's fine.
It's a French love story. And actually originally Michel Larocque, who did it in France, she had done it before, so now she's out here in America doing it in English.
And I think she acquired the rights and wanted to do an American version, which I think was really amazing of her to do.
I think American audiences are going to be really, really excited about Michel Larocque. She's a light, she's a comedian, which is so exciting just to see a beautiful, funny woman on film, and a French woman who created her own piece. I think America's going to be really excited about her.
Oh, she's wonderful. She's so fun and playful and charming, and so smart. And I mean, it's amazing to be able to do a film in somebody else's language, but they're really gifted and really skilled when you can get to the humor of another language that's not your own, and she's completely natural with that. It's absolutely wonderful.
And also I believe Michelle brings a lot to it, having an international star as the lead of the movie, coupled with someone like Matthew Modine. When you get to meet him in person, it's actually he's exactly who you think he would be.
And then to see Matthew in a romantic comedy with her, it's some role he hasn't played in quite some time, and their chemistry together. And
Matthew Modine is wonderful. He's so sensitive. He's so smart, so delicate, so subtle. It's a dream to work with him.
And Matthew Modine, I get to, pretend that at some point in our life together we made out, which is hot. Not a lot of girls can say. Okay, a lot of girls can probably say that, but I wanted to say it.
What's exciting for me about this movie is the opportunity to work with such amazing actors on a story that they're just as passionate about as I am.
The director and co-writer of this is Eddie O'Flaherty, who, when you find a director that cares so much about a project and who believes in it from the beginning to the end.
And it's a real pleasure to work with him because he gives you a lot of confidence.
He's very giving, very responsive. He's so nice to his actors. He must love actors, and yet I don't think he's ever acted a day in his life. But he must like us, and he was just terrific.
I think what he's doing that's most unique here is that he's spending this low budget on very high production value. He's using a lot of cameras and big sweeping movements with cranes, and
it's difficult. It's hard for an independent film, a small romantic comedy to be able to pull this off.
It's an independent film with a very accessible, non-independent subject.
Yeah, though it's an independent film, I'm on a big budget set. I'm with big budget people. I am with people who take care and pride, and whatever you need and whatever you want and whatever makes the film a great film is gonna happen. They are just a fantastic group to be around.
Audiences have to look forward to a good story and laughs. It's a romantic comedy, but it's not cheesy. It's something that's real and unique, and it's a good film.
This movie is one of those classic romantic comedies.
It's a cute love story, and the type that the studios used to make, maybe with Jean Arthur and Cary Grant, something like that.
Just a wonderful, wonderful time, a great night out at the movies.
I think they'll have some good laughs. It's just a fun, kooky romp.